you so much, guys, for tuning into my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Porsche Lua. If not, welcome back. Make sure you subscribe and don't forget to follow me on all my social media for more great content. But you know what you're here for, so let's just go ahead and get started because I'm ready. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the other side of Are You Moisturize It off camera how to install the locks fresh and like how to build the locks. That way you know kind of what that looks like. So the hair that you're going to use, I mean, honestly, you can just use any Marley style hair. That's what I use. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, it's giving up. Okay, there we go. Any Marley style hair. I like to do my ends or my fronts and my edges all in one V, like the most natural color of my hair, because it's just gonna look more natural. But like I said, I did put like other colors in there, which adds some dimension, and it's just not like a black. What is that, Uncle? What was that from the Addams Family? Anyways, whatever. I was gonna say Uncle Lester. You're not gonna look like Uncle Lester, but how about you look like Cousin It? That's what it was. Okay, so. Like I said, moisturize my hair off camera. Man, this pack a little. Y'all remember when the packs used to be thick? It's okay, we'll make it work. Luckily, I'm only showing you guys one of them. So, but all I'm saying is, they have been ripping us off, honey. That is what I do know. Hold on. Ow. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I like a thicker lock. So essentially, let me put my hair over here. So essentially we want to mirror this length and this thickness. So I take like I take about, what is that, three on the base. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna take 4 on the base. Yeah, so go by a little quicker. You switch them up to the length you need them at. So, and that's just so simple as, I'm sure you've seen it, where it's like they're equal and then you just pull them back a little to make them longer. And if you overshoot it or even undershoot it, don't mind it too much, because you can add a little hair at the end to make it a little longer, and it's really not going to be a big deal, honestly. Okay, so hold on, let me get organized. Alright, so my hair is set up. I have, like I said, already moisturized my hair, detangled, all that. I'll just go ahead and split it up. Not all that extra product. Split it up. Or you can even, well, you can braid it in like you normally would if you want, but I don't like the bulky look at the bottom. I like it to look like really smooth and seamless. So if you want to do the split up way, you can. If not, you can do it this way, where you just wrap it around your hair. Like this is the third part of the braid. Okay. And then you just braid it down. Just a tad. And then I like to take the shorter pieces, split those off to add to my part. Okay. Hope you guys can see that. And then you just braid it down a little bit further, just to make sure it's secure. And like I said, I do not like to braid my hair all the way down to the bottom, or like to the end of it. So I'll end up actually splitting it, twisting it, and then I'll split it again, because I just want the little extra thickness around like my hair to protect it a little bit more, which is why I split those smaller parts. And then I'll split it back. I know, I'm that person. I'll split it back and I'll split with my hair, so that way it comes all the way down. But honestly, you can use whatever technique to install this part however you want. If you like to braid it all the way to the end, you can do it just like the 3-piece braiding method. Sometimes I don't even get this far before I'm like, all right, never mind. But yeah, so just twist it, 2-strand twist it all the way to the end, or not, like I said. Because honestly, it all just kind of gets folded back up. So this is how it's looking right now. So if I wanted to check it out, sorry, if I wanted to check it out, make sure like it's not equal, but it's okay because it'll get folded. All right, so that's hanging out. So now I take, and we're gonna end up wrapping it a few times, so it's not even that big of a deal. And it's so crazy how simple this style is because people think it's like so complex and so real. But again, I take another like 3 pieces because you want them thick. I fluff them out. No real rhyme or reason, but just like a quick amount of fluff. I usually buy the 80-inch long Marley hair so that way I don't have to like use a whole bunch of pieces, but this one was on sale for $5, so who am I to argue? Okay, so it's like the same as when you start a normal lock. So you have the longer piece that you fold onto the back side, you see, boom. And you want to have enough left over to wrap down. So I make sure it covers the base and I'm literally just wrapping it around. Do you see how like simple that is? And since they are since there are 3 pieces, like you see how it naturally fluffs up? So, you feel like it's getting too thin. If you feel like it's too skinny, you can just bunch it up to give you a little bit more body right there if you don't want to have to rewrap all the way to the top. And right now this one looks super neat because this is like a fresh one, and this one looks like a little bit more fuzzy, a little bit more real. But this is literally, this becomes this after just like a few weeks. Not even a few weeks, after like maybe even a few days or so. But you can like fluff it up too to make it look a little bit less shiny, or you can get a slightly less shiny texture of hair, but I use this one and it looks just like this. So all right, so you have that part and you still have a little extra left over, so we got to get it all the way to the end, and I'm going to show you how we can get to like this ends. This is what it looks like. Okay, I'm like looking in the mirror. And I'm sorry in advance if I'm looking down the entire time. It's just I'm looking at myself do it and I don't have my screen flipped up on the camera so I can actually look at the camera. Okay, so we'll take another 3 pieces. Make sure we got 3. Okay, cool. Got 3. And you do the same thing. You'll fluff it ever so lightly or aggressively. I mean, it really depends on what type of day you've had. Here you go. We hit it with a quick fluffing. And then you just, all right, so where you ended the hair, I just take this piece like I did earlier. I twist this side further together and I wrap that part around a few times first, like 2, okay. And then I just come back around with the hair that I have made, or with the excess edge of the hair, and I wrap it down and just do the exact same thing so that way it stays secure. So how the ends work. If I don't want them to look like this, right? I want them to look like this, not the stiff end. So I just fold it up, right? So it creates like a little loop. You can almost put your finger through it. And then I take this piece of hair. There we go. I take this piece of hair and I wrap it around. Sorry, it's a little awkward because I'm trying to do it in front of the camera. But yeah, so then it'll create a flat base or flat end. Okay, So now, actually I do tie this part. And you can either tie it if you want, or you can wrap it until it's real, come on, just for me, until it's real thin, and just wrap it around. Oh. Okay, so now I know you're like, okay, wait, this is looking good so far. Let's finish it up. Back up the lock. And I'll do this one from the bottom this time. Since this is so fragile, I do it from the bottom. So that way it creates like a good base. So, I mean, I figured I should just go ahead and fast forward it because you've already seen how this works. And I just wanted to kind of save some time in the video. Just make sure you wrap it back up. Make sure it's snug and tight, okay? Snug like a bug on a rug. Let's go. Let's get it. And then I'll literally let it go to this natural end. And wrap that around a few times. Make sure I have enough to put my finger back through the loop. Tie it, pull it, scrunch it. And we're in business. Now, you can literally just do whatever you want with your edges. I gave up on that. Some days it agrees with you and some days it doesn't. So we're just gonna go with today it's not. So yeah. Okay, and so here I just really wanted to show you guys what the locks are looking like texture-wise. This is one of the older ones, and so this is what your hair will look like. Sorry, I was having trouble getting it to autofocus for whatever reason. Oh, the old hand trick works every time. But yeah, so this is what your locks will look like. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button right now for more great content, beauty, travel, tips, tricks. Like, I do product reviews. Make sure you stop back in. Love you guys. Bye.